What's up, everybody? Another blueprint video coming at you. I just got called out by my great friend Mario for not making any more of these. So here's what I've been up to. Last time we left off on how B2C businesses and B2B businesses can come together and make life great for everybody. So here's what I've been doing. Well, I got the board up. And I don't know if that looks straight or not to you. I did put a level on it. Kind of reminds me of that old sway bag dough Betsy in the back. Just the old sway. I mean, she's level. Doesn't mean it's straight. So, today, we first gotta get this cleaned off. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with freezing dry erase markers. That's also a little reason before, when I was doing my videos, we didn't have any heat in that portion of the building. And so when you go to write with a dry erase marker, the ink and liquid that comes out of there would literally freeze on the board and you could not erase it. So that wasn't very conducive to making lots of videos. But now this little office, probably heard the heater humming along. We got heat. Don't have great lighting, but we got heat. So coming off that last video about B2C and B2B, I've really been putting a lot of my energy into learning. And the topic I've been learning about is sales. I'm learning about this so that way we can then, how do we get product into these places? How do you talk to them? How do you follow up once you get there, you know? I mean, I had a retail store and the people would just come in because we were on the side of a highway. I didn't have to ever do this. I didn't have to be a salesman or a sales they them if you go to a public institution of higher learning. So, as a salesman, I had no clue where to start. And so I was like, you know what? Let's go find something. And so I watched a bunch of videos like Grant Cardone the last couple years. I always kind of thought he was a D-bag, but I was like, well, he knows how to sell. So if we're going to learn, well, let's try it out. Hopped on free trial at Grant Cardone, or it's Cardone University. I was like, this is some good knowledge here. So now what I'm doing is I got a CRM. I'm not super happy with it, but I heard they all suck. So we got a CRM. I've been prospecting, so like the last 2, 3, 4 days I've been adding to my list. We got about 73 people on the list. Today I would say would be my first official day of cold calling. It took me 1 hour to make my first call. I was still scared to death. I about shit my pants. Okay, so I think I made 5 calls. PT, we'll call this potential customers. 5 calls. That's a horrible stat. But tomorrow it's going to get better, and the next day is going to get better, and we're going to get better and better and better. And hopefully we can create a list so big that they're just calling us, and then more people just keep calling us, and we don't have to call them. But I don't think I'm ever going to quit calling people. I think I'm sold on the cold calling business. So of the 5 calls, I did make 0 sales. But I'll tell you what, I did learn a whole lot in 5 calls. Some of those videos, you gotta learn to, it's like anything, you gotta learn, okay, what's the good stuff, what's the stuff to leave behind. One call, I called up, and it's like, kind of sounding all like salesman professional like. The guy sounds like he's 85 years old and has 84 years worth of fishing stories. He was not in the mood to talk to a salesman, and he didn't own the place and anything else. So I learned that I do gotta kind of switch up my methods a little bit on, I guess, the tone of voice and how that comes across. But we do have a couple that we wholesale places, and this is kind of, I guess, get me going. We do have 4 places of wholesale. So we got LTX, oh, extra letter, Mercantile, we got Jay's Marine, Port Huron, we've got Baines, Apple Valley. They're coming up at the Freeland Walleye Festival, so Ben at Baines has a lot of cool stuff. And then we're gonna have Cultured Pop, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. They open March 1st. Now why do I say this? We got 4 things. So remember this video, we got 4 wholesale retailers. Hopefully the next, year, I'd like to see 400 or more. But all these people, honestly, they called me. I didn't do anything, so I gotta put in more work. That's where this comes in. That's a sad stat. But I'm gonna update you guys on the next video, unless I make the next video tomorrow, on kind of where we're at. So that's where we're going. We're all set up. We got my new CRM system. It's pretty sweet. I've been able to contact people. It tracks when you last contacted them, all that jazz. Any pertinent information. We have a retail locator now. I looked into DocuSign actually for sales tax exemption certificates, but it just didn't seem feasible on the pricing just yet. And so I've been looking like, how can we make, because the big thing here is I'm always like, how can I make it easy to take a customer's money? And I feel like that's just business in general. You're not taking their money, it's a trade for goods, everybody, mutual beneficial agreement. So I've been working a lot on the back end of that, on stuff that really, if you're just looking for a cool lucky hat, it really doesn't matter to you. But I'm in the in-between of people looking for a cool lucky hat and then me through another supplier. And so that's really kind of why I haven't, been bridging the gap a whole lot. But I'm working now. The next couple weeks we're going to focus a lot more on the direct-to-consumer side of things in partnership with this. We've got new hats ordered. We got a sweet new patch one. We got Eat Elk one is ordered for all you Western fanatics. And I think that about does it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. As always, stay awesome, eat venison, peace.